Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today I'm going to be making a video I've been very excited to make. Today I'm going to be talking about Vulcan Fue, or, well, I think it's actually Vulcan Fue. I think is actually the pronunciation. I have no idea. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This thing right here, I've been trying to get for so long. Since it came out, I've been trying to find it. Very hard to find, but I finally got my hands on it a few weeks ago, and today I'm going to be giving y'all a quick and honest review of it. It's really worth the hype because obviously this thing is the most hyped up fragrance as far as cologne basically out there right now. Like Liquid Brun was past winter, this thing, the springtime and summertime, this is the number one everybody's talking about, trying to get. And yeah, so I finally got it. I've been wearing it like every day for a few weeks, and I'm going to tell y'all what I really think about it. So I do not own God of Fire, and I'm going to assume if you're watching this video, you probably don't either. I cannot sit here and compare God of Fire to this, but from what I've heard is that it's a very good clone, but this is going to be a little more of a juicy mango as to where God of Fire is a little more dry mango with a little more ginger in it. That seems to be the synopsis from the other reviews I seen before I got this. And yeah, so I can't speak of the comparison. I'm not going to speak about how close it is to God of Fire because I can't, because I don't have it. But I'm just going to talk about this fragrance itself. It is essentially, as you probably have heard other people say, big, heavy on the mango. This is a tropical, fruity fragrance, very much a juicy mango off the top. And that juicy mango stays throughout the whole lifespan of this fragrance. This stuff, I own a lot of clones, and this right here, when it comes to performance, is if I was to list them out and rank them, I don't know how this one's gonna get beat. I'm gonna be honest. This here is an amazing, amazing performer, and I do not say that lightly. I'm really not the type to overhype a fragrance's performance. None of that. I don't like when people do that. I think a lot of people in the clone review world, I think maybe they're getting paid to sell these things or they get a percentage of it. I don't know. I'm not throwing accusations out there. I don't know. Okay. I certainly am not. So I'm always honest about these performance on these things. And, I try to let them macerate before I come make reviews on them so I know the differences. Let me tell you, man, this stuff right here, the performance is stellar. Okay. This stuff off the skin projecting, you're going to get like 3 hours, 3 hours of solid like, jumping off your skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you got to come here to smell it. You spray right here, you'll be just smelling it around you. You don't got to smell your wrist or none of that. It's just going to be in the air projected for a solid 3 hours. After that, it's still there. It's not going to be jumping off the skin, announcing itself after the 3 hours, but it's still going to be there. People are still going to be smelling you. You're still going to be leaving a sillage. And after the 3 hours, I mean, this thing lasts all day. Like 8 hours later, I smell this thing 8 hours after I spray it on the skin. It's still there. You might got to get, up there. It's going to be very intimate after that long, but it's still going to be there hanging around, which is amazing. That's all you can ask for out of a fragrance, honestly. If you're expecting more, then, well, I don't know what to tell you, but you probably, I mean, this thing is going to basically last all day. As far as dying down into a skin scent, it'll still be there if you spray it on your shirt. It's not going anywhere until you wash it. And for a lighter, more fruity summer scent, that's impressive. You can expect that with something like a Dior Sauvage Elixir, a heavy tobacco and all that, or whatever the notes of Sauvage Elixir are. I don't know. I don't really like it. That's the main thing that I was impressed with this fragrance was its performance. The smell itself is also amazing. If you want to smell like a tropical fruit, you want to smell like a mango, you want to smell bright, fresh, fruity, then this is look no further. Now this thing is expensive. I paid $60 for mine. For a cologne fragrance, that's a lot. I could go get a designer fragrance off a discounter for that price. So is it worth it? In my opinion, yes. I own so many clones, and this is right there on the top of them all. Not going to say it's the best of my collection because I can't pick one, and they're all season dependent and stuff, but this is right up there with the best. It doesn't get much better than this. I don't own the original, but I see no reason to buy it. This thing doesn't lack anywhere. It doesn't need time to macerate. It's out the bottle. You're going to get that performance and that great smell. That's my opinion of this fragrance. That's been my experience with it. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed content like this, maybe subscribe because I own a lot of clones. So I'm always making clone review videos and ranking and whatnot. Drop a like, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one.